In the mid-20th century, a silent workforce toiled the shadows of American fields, contributing to the prosperity of a nation while facing unimaginable hardships. These were the Mexican Bracero workers, a group that has been largely overlooked in history. In Spanish, Braceros means a man who works with arms and hands, but in American lingo they are called lifesavers. The Bracero program, initiated during World War II to address a labor shortage, brought thousands of Mexican laborers to the United States. While workers played a vital role in shaping the nation's agricultural landscape, their journey was filled with exploitation and mistreatment. Living conditions for Bracero workers were deplorable. Many were crammed into overcrowded and unsanitary barracks, resembling more of a prison than a place of refuge.
If they passed all of those, they were put onto a boxcar, characteristically. That was the means of transportation from there to the border of the United States.
Echaron en los trenes donde cargaron las vacas y estaban mojadas.
Exposure to hazardous pesticides was one of the most egregious aspects of the mistreatment of Mexican Bracero workers during the Bracero program. In the United States, these laborers were routinely subjected to indiscriminate and often dangerous application of pesticides in the fields as part of their agricultural work. These chemicals were widely used to protect crops, but unfortunately they also pose serious health risks to Bracero workers. Many of them worked in fields where pesticides were sprayed without adequate safeguards, exposing them to these toxic substances. The workers were exposed to serious health hazards due to a lack of proper safety equipment, as well as limited awareness and training, including skin conditions, respiratory problems, and long-term health issues. The vulnerability of Bracero workers to such hazardous working conditions emphasized the program's exploitative nature and disregard for their well-being, emphasizing the urgent need for improved workplace safety standards and migrant labor protections. The toil in the fields was relentless, with long hours under the unforgiving sun. Many workers suffered from heat stroke, exhaustion, and inadequate access to clean water. Despite their backbreaking labor, Bracero workers often received meager wages. Deductions for housing, meals, and transportation left them with little to send back to their families. Efforts to address these injustices gained momentum over the years. In 1964, the U.S. terminated the Bracero program due to mounting criticism of its shortcomings. However, the historical mistreatment of Bracero workers continues to be a point of reflection on the complexities and ethical concerns surrounding temporary labor migration programs. The experiences of Mexican Bracero workers highlight broader issues related to labor migration, temporary work programs, and the need for robust legal protections to safeguard the rights and well-being of migrant workers.